So James is going to talk about the Loudest Voice and Vindication.
Okay, what was Vindication?
That was that Christian production that...
The truth will find you out. Okay, yeah.
So they're both about truth.
Yeah, there are, yeah, like the one about Roger Ailes. And I heard his name, but I didn't know exactly who he was. I think I've seen Fox Network, like a little clip from it once. I was absolutely shocked. It was just like, just give me some truth. It's like that John Lennon song they played at the end of the whole series. Just give me, it was written, I think, about Richard Nixon and a lot of people of that ilk. And Roger Ailes comes from that side of things. But we'll talk about Vindication first. The truth will find you out.
It was only 26 minutes long, and honestly, it felt even shorter.
15 minutes, which is funny because...
It was very homemade, it seemed really...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But...
We're church made.
Yeah. But I don't know what happened. They could have had a good movie, or a decent movie, because honestly, the acting, sure, it was a bit amateurish, but... Better than the 100, which we reviewed recently, and they've managed to pull out 6 seasons so far of that.
6 seasons, yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
So, honestly, the acting wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't
that bad. The story...
it was okay till the ending. We're not going to say what the ending is, because people will be sitting... Maybe we should. No one's going to get it up.
Yeah. It's like, no way police are going to waste their time investigating. I mean, it's ridiculous. If they already know who the killer is.
Or figure.
Or whatever
happened.
I just gave away something that happened.
It doesn't matter. It's 26 minutes. Don't waste your time. Even if you're a Christian and believe this kind of stuff.
But, honestly... The police aren't going to waste their time interviewing people that they know didn't do it. Why would they do that?
Yeah, it was a surprise ending.
They have work to do, presumably.
Exactly. Or, you know, like playing on computer. I worked at a police station. I don't know. Anyway. Well, I do. Yeah. So...
But...
Yeah, they do a lot of gold bricking. You know, a lot less now.
Well, yeah, but why would they... I mean, unless they thought it was really fun. Interviewing some guy that came in. I didn't do it because I was praying to God in my car. That's not an alibi.
Yeah.
But
I can remember one time they were setting up the camera, and they got me to sit down in the chair that they were, you know, that was going to be the hot seat and stuff like that. And, the guy who's dead now, he maybe should have died of embarrassment. He asked me a couple of hard questions. I just laugh. But so if you ever get caught, I know you guys will be innocent and stuff like that. Well, not all of you, hopefully all of you. But,
anybody that cares to watch us.
Yeah, if you ever get roped in, you know, you are going to get, if it's at all important, you're going to get not just tape, but you're going to get film, right? And it, you know, like if you don't see a one-way mirror, you're still going. They put it up in the some sort of an air vent up in the ceiling, right? So
why wouldn't they? But
of course, you know.
Anyway.
So if they're, you know, don't feel safe just because there's no one-way mirror or whatever.
No.
So yeah, just get used to the idea and stuff like that. So. And the kind of playing around, I'm not going to mention, but it could be in their cars or whatever. They do a lot of playing around. So they just don't, they don't want to. What happened in this movie was, you know, the guy's getting I thought it was going to go on for 1,000,000 years.
Well, it could have. You know, they could have had a decent story about it, but they didn't.
Yeah, they just cut it short. Million surprising. The surprise ending, they're given the grill, and then they said, yeah, we already caught the guy that we wanted to get. We know that you're a good Christian because you were saying you were praying or something like that.
They didn't say that.
Not exactly. No, of course not. I'm doing the Noam Chomsky thing. Noam Chomsky will say, but of course, you know, like you do this, this.
No, they just didn't care. They didn't care about the guy. They were just like,
well, that's what they said. So all I'm doing is reading their motives into. Chomsky does this all the time. He doesn't give quotes. he'll just say he'll give the quotes what he thinks that.
Okay,
people
the
are
movie
thinking.
was 26 minutes long. We
Yeah.
have given more.
There
than
we
it
go.
was
We
worth
always
giving.
give
so
plenty. Yeah.
Talk
okay.
about the other one.
Yeah. Okay. So it's pretty good. How many discs was it? 4 discs.
I think it was 3.
3 discs. Okay.
And let's
several
see,
different sessions on it.
5 hours 50 minutes.
And you know, it looks as though the good guys won, but not really. I mean,
No.
Donald Trump got elected. Rupert Murdoch's still sitting in the cat's bird seat somewhere.
No, he made plenty of money off this Roger fellow, and I honestly don't think he'd care either way what was going on, as long as the money was rolling his way.
Exactly right. That's why he
happy as could be.
threw him under the bus.
Sure,
you know what I'm
whatever.
saying?
Yeah.
Who knows what Rupert Murdoch is like? He probably has lots of NDA. What is that? Non-disclosure agreements or something like that. He's from.
And the
by all
fact
accounts,
is,
a
the
pretty
woman
nasty
who was
fellow.
taping and the other woman that were coming out, they were beauty queens. So they're the toddlers and tiaras that grow up. They're yellows. So they're another aggressive type. And honestly, with these types of women, or yellows in general, they're just, they want to be in charge. It's a power struggle between the reds and the yellows. The yellows want to be dominant just as much and dominating just as much as the reds do. They want to be in control.
To a certain extent, they prostitute themselves, but there was no contract or anything like that. So, you know, like Ailes should have been taken down for what he was doing. But
yes,
they had no real talent aside from the looks, right? Yeah. So I don't feel much sympathy.
It's like
for
all
them.
the stuff coming out about Hollywood, whatever, this and that, and casting
you mean like
couches.
Harvey Weintraub?
Everybody knows about casting couches, And
the problem,
who you
of course,
know,
is
not
with
what you know.
Yeah.
And all, these are sayings that have went on forever. As long as I've been alive, they're just, people joke around about it, and it's because they know it's true. And but
it affected guys not nearly as much as women. They say James Dean had service a few
I'm sure.
producers and stuff like that, so he had a kind of a pretty boy face. But women a whole lot more percentage-wise, and that sort of stuff shouldn't happen. And
no, it'd be good if it all came out, and it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
But honestly,
I mean, what were they doing working for a network like that too? You know what I'm saying? It's not just that they're beauty queens. It's something that I just like I worked at the cop shop. I was, but that wasn't my choice. I didn't apply there. I was just put in there by the city. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe I'm being a bit hypocritical when I criticize like that. A person has to be objective about these things. But I have my stories about the cops. One which I was sworn to secrecy, and I've kept the secret.
Good.
And stuff like that. It was about some of the playing around that was happening in the car and stuff like that. So,
don't say anything. I don't care.
But believe me, it wasn't like
in fact, I would care if you did say something, if you said you wouldn't. So,
exactly
so I don't want you to say anything at all.
Yeah. The main reason why I haven't said anything was, I was put in a situation with someone I really liked, one of the few cops that I really liked. I liked several.
That's fine, and you shouldn't say anymore because
no one will be able to figure out.
Anyway,
no cops are watching.
Just talk about the DVD set.
Anyway, good acting. Russell Crowe's one of these nasty guys. I don't know. He maybe knows from first-hand experience what it's like to. I don't know what all. What was he? He was using racist kind of terms and stuff like that.
I don't know. I don't know Russell Crowe, and I don't know if he's a bad person. He might be the best person in the world and just had a bad day where some people
if it's
caught
just
him,
a bad day,
whatever.
I think there's
I have
too
no
much.
idea.
It's a borderline witch
happened
hunting.
with Russell Crowe.
But like with this bozo, he was a repeated offender, right? And Russell Crowe. Like Mel Gibson, he's had enough bad moments, that he's not a nice person.
If you say so. I don't know them. But anyway, Russell Crowe is a great actor, and he did an amazing job in this. Very different performance than I've ever seen him do. And
so
honestly,
he's got a lot of
even though
flexibility,
he'd gained the weight for presumably just to play this part, but I don't know, then still, like, you can't recognize him as Russell Crowe because he's quite a bit larger.
Yeah, yeah.
But then we're accustomed to seeing him.
Yeah.
But still, even with the different look, he has a different, totally different feeling for this character has a different personality than Russell Crowe, and wow, do I ever respect Russell Crowe as an actor even more after watching this, because
he's even got a convincing old guy's limp, you know.
It's
I was thinking, you know, he's just an old guy. Hated it.
I can't imagine anybody could have done a better job.
Yeah, this is true. Because they showed him aging. They did a really good job aging the people as they went along, because they're dealing with a 20-year period.
Yeah.
You know, so of course they had to shave his hair off. You know, like they must have just had to film it in sequence, right? Because he kept on getting balder and balder and stuff like that. You know, but yeah, the good guys win. You know, like Donald Trump, who's a liar, major league liar. He's sitting in the cat's bird seat. Unless something surprising happens, I think he's going to win the next election. You know, a lot can happen in the next year. I don't think he can handle the economy, but the economy's still going great guns. The stock market is still going pretty darn good. It isn't going nearly as well as it was when he was first in. When he was first elected, even before he was elected, they were going, "Whew, man, oh man, this guy's really going to handle the economy." Well, we'll see. If he's elected for another term, I think it's going to go in the toilet. But he's done a pretty good job up to this point in time. I got to say, keeping it on an even keel in terms of making sure that everyone gets what they deserve. You know, like he's got legislation where you know, that's favored the rich and the infamous. But yeah, in terms of give me some truth, you know, like I don't know who all was involved with putting this together, but I want to hear truth from everyone. You know, like don't go home if you're one of those putative left-wingers. Don't go home feeling all virtuous and stuff like that. You know, like if you're a putative left-winger and you go around nodding your head to you know, like lies told by this, that, and the other, you know, Edward Said and stuff like that. Don't go home feeling virtuous. You're a hypocrite, right? I want some truth from all you guys out there. Gals, too.
So is salmon sandwich okay for today?
Oh, it'll be great. It'll be awesome.
Well, so James is also drinking some bell pepper juice. I had some too.
Yeah.
We're having, well, he had a little bit of red in his. And notice that the
I see a little bit.
Peppers that I use have these.
What, seeds?
Yeah, but they're not ripe. Like this, it's supposed to be white and big, like, well, bigger than that. And this one doesn't even have any seeds. It's just that.
And it looks like a cancer or something like that.
And so, I mean, that's the truth about our food supply now.
There you go. You're getting some truth. Just get you some truth.
this orange pepper, this should be ripe as orange, and this one red should be ripe as red. And when fruit are ripe, they have viable seeds.
That kind of makes sense.
And if they do not, what is wrong with the fruit?
Yeah.